Hey everybody, welcome to this week's video. First of all, let me say thank you to everyone that helped us this Pesach. We have hosted over 200 students so far. That's right, 140 students at the Seder the first night, then another 30, 40 the second night, and for meals and all sorts of things are going on. And we are very fortunate that the University of Chicago has a kosher dining program where they provide kosher for Passover meals. Still, we couldn't get away without doing a delicious Pesach barbecue on Wednesday night. A little chilly, but everyone had a great time. Lots of students showed up. It's very important to enjoy the holiday. And we are coming to the last part of the holiday. Shvi Shel Pesach, the seventh day of Pesach, followed by Acharon Shel Pesach, the final day of Pesach. In Israel, our brothers and sisters are going to end Pesach tomorrow night. We are going to conclude the holiday on Saturday night. By the way, if you still want to participate in helping us fund the many programs that we do at Chabad House over Pesach and for the rest of the quarter, we really, really appreciate your support. You can do so on our website, www.chabaduchicago.org/Seder sponsor, SEDER sponsor. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's jump into a thought for this week. So, we don't know the Parsha because we're going to read the Parsha next week. Tomorrow we're going to read about the crossing of the Red Sea. But there's something interesting that I want to share with you. You know, Jews love to talk about time. It's an interesting thing. We love it. You've got the time to pray. It's got to be at a certain hour and not before and not after. We've got the time between meat and milk. You ever someone who observes the kosher laws? If they eat a burger, they go, okay, right now it is 1:43 p.m. and I cannot eat another one till whatever time it is. If you keep 6 hours between meat and milk, or 3 hours, or if you're Dutch, custom might be 1 hour. We're always focusing on time. In fact, in halacha, to figure out the exact times of prayer, what we do is we divide the day into 12 equal parts. Because an average day is not actually 12 hours. So then we calculate exactly what time we have to pray, what time we can no longer pray, and so on. So we love to talk about time. And I want to touch on how Pesach is the theme of Pesach. One of the many themes of Pesach is time. The Torah is particular to tell us, for example, that the plague of the killing of the firstborns was exactly at midnight. And that the Jewish people left Egypt exactly in the middle of the day. And then when they got to the crossing of the Red Sea, it was exactly at midnight. And let's talk about the matzah for a minute. There's no obligation to eat matzah past the Seders. Although if you want to eat some sort of bread type product, you have to eat matzah because you can't eat chametz. But the matzah has to be made within 18 minutes. From the moment the water and the flour touch each other, it has to be complete the baking within 18 minutes. Most matzah actually is done in about 9 minutes. But it's all about time. Another element, which is most important, which we started on the second night of Passover, is the count of the Omer. Every day, we count and say, this is the first day of the Omer, this is the second day of the Omer. The Omer was the barley offering that was brought on the second day of Pesach. The Torah says from that point on, from the Omer of barley, Omer is a biblical measurement, you would have to count every day for 49 days, for 7 weeks. And then you have the holiday of Shavuot, which according to our sages, the counting was a way to anticipate, to look forward to the holiday of Shavuot. Because in Judaism, we count time. Time is the most precious commodity. And when the Jews left Egypt, it was exactly in the middle of the day, there was a sense of urgency. Time is of essence. We've got to go. It's time to move. And then when we count the Omer, we count every single day because every day needs to be counted. Every day needs to be measured. Today was a day. Tomorrow is a day. Let's take it one day at a time. Make sure these are full days. These are days that we can count and truly work towards the goal of receiving the Torah. You know, my friends, time is something which is a limited commodity. We all know it. And as much as we get more technology and more devices and faster internet, we still never seem to have enough time. And this is a big problem. We're too distracted. We need to be careful and start taking the cue from the Torah to measure time and say, how am I spending this time? With whom am I spending this time? Shabbos is a good example of this. The oasis in time. Pull back 25 hours of spending time with family, with community, with God, with Torah, and so on. Passover reminds us to be diligent and delicate with our time. That there are certain things that require urgency, like the Exodus from Egypt. There's certain things that have to be done with haste, like the baking of the matzah. And there's certain things that need to be done with a measured time, carefully, deliberately calibrating. This is a day that needs to be taken like the Omer. God bless you all to use your time. We should all use our time wisely, to the fullest, the best way possible. With that, I wish you a good Shabbos and a good Yom Tov. Chag Sameach.